And hello and good afternoon and welcome here to Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark as OKC Comets baseball is on the air here on 1340 The Game, 1340thegame.com, or on the iHeartRadio app. I'm Dean DeVos here at Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark. Sean will be joining me very soon, producer and engineer back in our 1340 studios. Will be the YouTuber as the Comets are taking on the Round Rock Express. Comets are 43-27, Round Rock 39-31 here today. As it should be a very good game here today. So we're glad to have you guys with us here this afternoon. Of course, we had a little rain come through today. It's a lot cloudy outside today. I'll just go over your deal. It is 85 degrees, which is a little bit muggy. Cloudy skies, winds blowing from left to right at 7 miles an hour. We have Darryl Parker at the home plate, Matthew Ross at first, Dave Lawrence at second, and third base is Ricky Holiday.
And now, your Oklahoma City Comets.
Emmett Sheehan trying to bounce back after a loss against Albuquerque. You look at his stats right there.
Leading off for Round Rock, the shortstop.
Nick Ahmed, 264 average, 2 homers, 16 RBIs, batting right. And the first pitch of the afternoon is outside for ball one, and we're underway here at 12:06. The 1-0 is called for a strike. We've already gone over your weather and your umpires. 1-1. That's called for a strike. Of course, Round Rock won yesterday 4-2 to open up this 6-game set, as that is fouled away for strike. Still 1-2. Next pitch for Sheehan. That's inside, ball 2. Sheehan apparently didn't like the call, but he's going to have to deal with it. No score, just underway here in the top of the first. The 2-2 for Sheehan. Inside, ball 3. Trevor Halver on deck. Last thing Sheehan needs to do is give up a walk. And he just did, as he just walked Nick Ahmed to lead off today's game.
Batting second, the right fielder.
The defense for the Comets from left to right, and the defense for the Express brought to you by your local Whataburger. For the Comets from left to right goes Chris Alleyne, Josue De Paula, and John Rhodes. Third baseman is David Bodie, shortstop Armando Alvarez, second baseman Jose Iglesias, first baseman Ryan Ward, the catcher James McCann. For the E-Train from left to right goes Aaron Zavala, Kevin Pollard, and Trevor Halver. Third baseman is Caber Rodriguez, shortstop Nick Ahmed, second baseman is Justin Foscue, first baseman Josh Hatcher, and the catcher is Malcolm Moore. One aboard, nobody out for Trevor Halver. And the first pitch is a line drive that is fouled away. Halver batting .283 average, 5 homers, 45 RBIs, batting left. And the next pitch for Sheehan. That's ball 1. No score in the top of the first. And the 1-1. Here's a fly ball to deep right field. DePaula going back will make the catch all the way near the 385 wall. And there's one away here in the first.
Second baseman, Justin Foscue.
Justin Foscue up, 259 average, 6 homers, 36 RBIs, batting right. Round Rock took a 2-0 lead this time yesterday. That's high for ball 1. Comets in their home whites today. Comets across the front in blue script with a light blue outline and a baseball shooting comet underneath it. Red numbers on the front, blue numbers on the back, as that's a foul ball. White pants, blue hats and brims, OKC in diagonal letters with a baseball shooting comet going through the letter K on the front. Here's a foul ball. Are they going to call it a base hit? Yeah, they called it a base hit. Throw to third is not in time. And Justin Foscue has a single. That didn't look like a base hit looking at the replay, but apparently it did. Yeah, barely stayed fair. So that will be a base hit for Justin Foscue, the first hit for the E-Train. And now Caber Rodriguez, who did a lot of damage yesterday. 750 average, no homers and RBI. 3 for 4 last night. Last thing for the Comets you need to do is give up another hit to Round Rock. The next pitch, it's outside. Remember, we talked about yesterday with the starters. Last night's starter really struggled, and now Emmett Sheehan struggling. Remember, both of them were below 500 as far as their record is. That's high for ball 3. Alan Trejo on deck. This is not the start the Comets were hoping for. 16th pitch, here's 17th. That's called for a strike. Won the count. Sheehan's next pitch. Low ball 4 to load the bases up. Second walk in this inning alone for Sheehan. That is not good. And now here comes the dangerous hitter in Alan Trejo, as that's outside ball 1. 268 average, 3 homers, 26 RBIs, batting right. Not even having gotten to Round Rock's jerseys yet. We already have the bases loaded. And here's a line drive to left field. That's trouble. Base hit. 1 run is scored. Here comes another run. And here comes another run. The throw to the plate is in time, but it's a 2 RBI double for Alan Trejo. And the E-Train pick up right where they left off. It is 2-0 Round Rock here in the top of the first. The one thing the Comets did not need to do the runner at second now with 2 away, but at least they get some runs on the board just like that. And now the dangerous Josh Hatcher is up. Outside ball 1. Round Rock in their gray jerseys. Round Rock across the front in navy script letters. Red numbers on the back, gray pants, navy hats. That's fouled away, strike 1. Round Rock leads 2-0, the same score that they let off the top of the first last night. So that's called for a strike.
2 strikes.
Pitch. High ball 2. 2-2. The next pitch for Sheehan. His 25th pitch alone. Fouled away. This has been a very long top of the first for Sheehan.
3-2.
A That's called for a ball 3. Aaron Zavala on deck. Next pitch. Called for strike 3 to finally end the inning, but the damage is done as Round Rock puts up 2 runs on 2 hits. They left the runner at second. We go to the bottom of the first. The Comets are down 2-0. And now it'll be Michael Plasmeyer, who took the loss against the Comets when we were in Round Rock. As Plasmeyer looking to sell the score here.
This afternoon, the center fielder,
Josue De Paula, 256 average, 9 homers, 21 RBIs, batting left. Plasmeyer's first pitch is high for ball 1. I did leave the door open so Senor Sean could come in.
Ball, that's upstairs.
That's outside. So I guess Sean has fully recovered from his surgery. That's ball 3, David Bodie on deck.
Nope. Ball 4.
That's ball 4. So first walk for the
batting second,
Express.
third baseman, David Bodie.
And now bring up David Bodie. First pitch. First strike. That's a line drive to fly ball to right field, but that's foul. Pitch. That's a ground ball. The second for 1, throw to first in time. So they have just gotten into a double play. And now 2 away here in the bottom of the first for Jose Iglesias. First pitch.
Ball, that's outside.
Outside, ball 1. 167 average, no homers and RBIs for Iglesias with his time in Oklahoma City. Signed as a free agent. Next pitch. Outside. Signed out of Cuba. Yes, that is a foul ball. Two nothing E-Train here in the bottom of the first. And here's a fly ball to left field. Going back, will make the catch. Nice dive for the center fielder that of Kevin Pillar. That will end the inning for sure. Comets down in order as you take one more look at the nice diving catch for Round Rock as we have the second. It is now 2-0 E-Train.
The left fielder, Aaron Zavala.
262 average, no homers and RBI for Aaron Zavala. Batting left, first pitch. That's high. That's called for a strike. 0 for 4 last night.
Ball, inside.
27 pitches for she in the first, looking to bounce back. 1-1. Outside, ball 2. Next pitch. Here's a line drive. That's trouble. Left field a base hit. That's going to go all the way to the wall. Zavala will round towards second, and he will stop there for a double. third hit for the Express here today in the second inning alone. Malcolm Moore is up. First pitch called for a strike. 242 average, no homers and 4 RBIs. That's a fly ball that's caught. And there's one away in the second.
Batting ninth, the center fielder, number 12, Kevin.
Now bring up Kevin Pillar. 286 average, 6 homers, 28 RBIs. Batting right. That's fouled away on the first pitch. Next pitch, fouled away. Kevin Pollard.
Ball.
That's next pitch. 1-2.
2-2.
High ball 2. Another foul ball. That's down low ball 3. Nick Ahmed on deck, which he's walked and later scored a run. And that's ball 4. The third walk for Emmett Sheehan today alone. And now Nick Ahmed is up. That's been the problem for Nick Ahmed. It's called for a strike. Next pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
This is not the way the Comets need to start this game. They're already down 2-0. They've already walked 3 Round Rock players. Outside ball 1. Still with 1 out in the second.
2 balls.
2-2. Sheehan's really having a rough outing. He struggled in Albuquerque, and now he's struggling here in the second against the Express. Out of the way. He's already on 45 pitches. We're only in the second inning. That's never a good thing for...
I got 3 and 2.
Now batting, the right fielder, Trevor.
That was caught for the second out. Now Trevor Halver, who flew out his first time out.
Inside ball.
Ball 1.
Two balls, no strikes.
And here's a fly ball to deep left field. Aline dives, cannot make the catch, bounces off the scoreboard. One run is already scored, and the second run is scored. It's a 2 RBI double for Trevor Halver. It is 4-0 Round Rock in the second inning. It has gotten worse for the Comets so far. Just cannot get out, and they are now still got a runner at second with Justin Foscue.
That's
Outside, ball 1. 1 for 1 with a single. Foscue singled his first time up. That's a ground ball over the first, and that will finally end the inning, but the damage is done as Round Rock puts up 2 runs, 2 hits, and a runner left. We go to the second, bottom of the second. Round Rock leading 4-0. Hello, Tommy, in the chat.
Leading it off, the first
Ryan
baseman,
Ward, 211 average, 10 homers, 34 RBIs. Batting left. Last batter's first pitch is swinging a miss, strike 1 for Ryan Ward. Comets cannot avoid to lose games because don't look now, Albuquerque's coming in. Here's a fly ball to left field. That's going to drop down for a base hit.
Batting fifth, the shortstop, Armando Alvarez.
Armando Alvarez now at the plate. There's a line drive that is going to be caught. I didn't even get to talk about his stats. Alvarez batted 188 between Oklahoma City and St. Paul with 6 homers and 19 RBIs. Was batting right. There's the first out of the second inning.
Batting sixth, the right fielder, John Rhodes.
And that's going to bring up John Rhodes to 86. No homers, 1 RBIs for John Rhodes. As he's been most of this season with Double-A Tulsa. That's high for ball 1 on the first pitch. 0 for 3 last night with a strikeout. And that is fouled away. Sean and I talked about yesterday that the Comets cannot afford walks and all that, and guess what? They've walked 3 times. Round Rock's made them pay both times in the 2 innings.
He's in there.
Over the first, not in time. Comets trying to avoid a second consecutive loss to the E-Train here in this final meeting of the season. These 2 teams will not meet again. So this is the final series meeting. Round Rock wins. They have tied up the season series. Ground ball, second for 1, throw to first, inning-ending double play. No runs, 1 hit, none left. We head to the third. Round Rock now leads 4-0.
Leading
Start
off
the
for
third.
Red Rock,
Keeper
the
Rodriguez
third
walked
baseman,
his
number
first
3,
time out.
Keeper Rodriguez.
52 pitches for Sheehan. Somebody better be warming up in the Comets bullpen. Ground ball by Bodie. He'll take it over to Ward at first. Or throw the Ward at first, I should say. 1 away in the third.
The designated hitter, Alan Trejo.
Bring up Alan Trejo. RBI double his first time up. He's batting right. Finally got to go over Trejo's stats. Here's a ground ball to left center field for a base hit. Here we go again. With not Hitting, not
Now
retiring.
batting, the first baseman, Josh Hatcher.
And now bring up Josh Hatcher. On the second out.
Now batting,
2 away here in the
Aaron
third.
Zavala.
And Aaron Zavala, who doubled his first time up, is at the plate. And the Comets get a 1-2-3 inning for once and put a 0 up on the board as that's fouled away for strike one. Next pitch. Fly ball to center field. Looks like it'll be Alvarez who will make the catch. And a 0 is well needed for the Comets. No runs, a hit, and a runner left. We go to the bottom of the third. It is Round Rock 4, Oklahoma City, nothing on the board. Zippo.
Leading off, the designated hitter,
229 average, 10 homers, 30 RBIs for Aaron Broncho, the switch hitter batting right this time. First pitch for Lesmeyer's ball one.
Got him.
That's caught for the first out.
batting eight, the catcher, James McCann.
James McCann is next. 227 average, no homers and RBIs with Oklahoma City, batting right. Lesmeyer's first pitch. It's called for a strike. Signed as a free agent. 2019 All-Star. It's called for a strike.
0-2.
And there's a fly ground ball to right field. That's a base hit. That's going to go all the way to the wall. McCann will round for second. Throw is not going to be in time. It goes wide. And it's a double for James McCann, his second on the season. Now a runner at second with one away for Chris Alleen. This pitch is called for a strike. With OKC, 191 average, 6 homers, 15 RBIs. Batting right. Of course, I'm wearing a light blue shirt because I have a job interview coming up after this game is done. Thankfully, it's a 12:05 game as that's fouled away. For main event OKC, because I'm getting ready to more than likely just call Cheddar's and tell them I'm going to be quitting and start my new journey with my new job. Maybe as early as this weekend, believe it or not. Swing and a miss on the fastball for strike 3 for the second out of the third.
Now batting,
Alvarez waited. Pollitt walked his first time out. That was his stats before the game. That is fouled away. Senor Sean and I talked about yesterday that this series is critical for a number of reasons. Round Rock did get themselves into the conversation. That's fouled away. Round Rock wins this game today. They have tied up the season series between the two teams, with 4 games left in their season series. As here's a fly ball to right field. Right fielder under it will make the catch in the third. No runs, no one hit and a runner left. We go to the fourth. Round Rock leads 4-0. I'm going to go get something to drink or get some ice, and I will be back with you guys. Top of the fourth inning. Round Rock leads 4-0 over Oklahoma City. Final meeting of the Sean versus yours truly series between us two. 4 runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Round Rock Express. No runs, 2 hits, no errors for the Comets. We'll get back underway in just a second. I was just putting on my jeans. Like I said, I need to be quote unquote professional when I have this interview. By the way, I'm Pete Vols here at Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark, still waiting for the arrival of Sean Hart.
Leading off for Round Rock, the catcher, number 92.
YouTube, our producer and engineer, back in our 1340 studios today. Malcolm Moore is up at the plate. First pitch for Sheehan. Low ball 1. It's a fly ball to left field. Caught by Aline, one away in the fourth.
The center field, number 12, Kevin Pillar.
I'll bring up Kevin Pillard, who walked his first time up. Currently trying to find my wallet. That's called for a strike. Garter Enriquez, Zach Jackson warming up at the Comets bullpen. The ground ball, but over the first with a second out of the inning.
The batter, number 6, shortstop, Nick Ahmed.
Nick Ahmed is up. 0 for 1 with a walk. And the first pitch for Sheehan, called for a strike. Walked in the first, flew on the second. 4-0 Round Rock here in the fourth.
Nope, that's a ball.
That's high. Next pitch.
Yeah.
That's called for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's a line fly ball to left field, and you can forget it. It is gone. Home run for Nick Ahmed, his third on the year. It's 5-0 Round Rock here in the fourth. It's just been that day for the Comets. Just nothing going right for them. And just as you think something was going to go right for once, it goes horribly wrong. And that might be it for Sheehan. Nope, that's not going to be it for Sheehan. I was about to say that might have been it for Sheehan.
That's
A low ball one for Trevor Hauser.
Counts 1-0.
RBI double in the second. 1 for 2 today. Flew on the first, RBI double in the second. And here's a fly ball to center field. Cullen will be under it. He'll make the catch now in the fourth. But another run for the Express. A run on a hit, no errors, and a runner none left. We head to the bottom of the fourth. It's already Round Rock 5, OKC Zippo.
Leading it off, the first baseman, David Bodie.
David Bodie leading off the bottom of the fourth. While I look for my wallet. Ball 2. Or ball 1, excuse me.
Nope. Outside.
It's outside. Hi, everybody watching in the YouTube chat. That's fouled away. Now the count is at 2 apiece.
Three.
Now batting, the second baseman.
It was on the field.
Yes.
I'm not freaking out today. Today's not a good day to freak out. It's ball 1. 1 for 4 with a double last night for Iglesias. Out of the way. Okay. Here is a ground ball over the first for the second out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Ryan Ward.
Ryan Ward is up. E-Train lead 5-0 here in the fourth.
Ball.
And we're still waiting for the arrival of Senor Sean. I got him all the Round Rock gear he has in the commentary booth. That's outside.
No strike.
We're back to a night game tomorrow, 7:05 first pitch, as that's a line drive to left field for a base hit. The third hit for Oklahoma City here today.
Now batting, the shortstop, Armando Alvarez.
Now bring up Armando Alvarez. That's called for a strike.
0-1.
Lined out his first time up, batting right.
Safe.
That's outside. And that's a fly ball to right field. And And the right fielder makes the catch to end the fourth. No runs, a hit, and a runner left. We go to the fifth. Round Rock leads it 5-0.
Now pitching. Justin.
So Justin Robleski is the new pitcher, so that will be it for Sheehan. Really a tough day for Sheehan. Just could not get the strikes. Had more balls than strikes.
Leading off.
As Justin Foscue is up.
Justin Foscue.
1 for 2 with a single. So final line for Sheehan. 4 innings, 5 runs, 6 hits, 3 walks, 1 strikeout. Ugh, that is not a good line. Plasmeyer has got 3 hits, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. 27-28 RBIs for Alan Trejo. 17th RBI for Nick Ahmed with his 3rd home run. 46th and 47th RBI for Trevor Halver. Let's see what Justin Foscue can do to add to a 5-0 lead. That's called for a strike. If you're Senor Sean, you are definitely enjoying a 5-0 lead. That's popped up. Catcher will be under it. 1 away in the 5th.
The third baseman, number 3, Caber Rodriguez.
And the dangerous Caber Rodriguez is up. 0 for 1 with a walk. Hello to everybody watching this game. Walked in the first, ground out in the 3rd for Rodriguez. Thank you for joining us. We'll be back tomorrow. And as far as that game is concerned, already on 71. We're about to be at the halfway mark of the season. Line drive to left center field for a base hit. That is the 7th hit for the E-Train, so they are just catching fire like a hot potato.
Alan Trejo.
And now Alan Trejo is up. 2 for 2 today. That's fouled away, strike 1. Double RBI single and a 2 RBI double. His 2 plate appearances. This will be plate appearance number 3. Line. That's fouled away. For the first, there's 2 away. The runner will advance to second.
Now batting, the first baseman, Josh Hatcher.
Josh Hatcher is up. I'm not going to look like I wanted to dress up beautifully for this interview. So yeah, that's strike 1. That's the 5th. No runs, a hit, and a runner left. We go to the bottom of the 5th, halfway through. Round Rock, Oklahoma City. It is 5-0 E-Train. In the real-life game, it's already 2-0 with the bases loaded in the second, so this game has gone by fast. That is called for a strike. That's a pop-up. Second baseman, that would be Foscue under it, will make the catch for the first out of the 5th.
Now the designated hitter, Aaron Bracho.
First pitch is down low for ball 1. Next pitch for Plasmeyer, that's high.
I got 3-0.
Next pitch is ball 3. James McCann on deck.
Nope, that's ball 4.
That's ball 4. Second walk for the E-Train here today.
Now batting, the catcher.
As James McCann, who doubled his first time up, is batting. First pitch is a ball 1. Of course, we had some thunderstorms rolled through the area all night last night through the morning, so the field might be a little bit soggy, but at least it is dry enough, as that's the second out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 30, Chris Ali.
Chris Alleen is up. Struck out his first time up, batting switch hitter, batting right. First pitch. Here's a fly ball to left center field, but Ballard's got it now in the 5th. Comets go down in order. We go to the 6th. It's 5-0 Round Rock.
Leading off for Round Rock, the left fielder, Aaron Zavala.
Aaron Zavala leading off here on the 6th. Hopped up. Second baseman is under it. And there's the first out of the 6th.
The batter, number 92.
That would be Malcolm Moore. Saying the batter number 92 and doesn't say his name. That's kind of offensive, don't you think? That's called for a strike. Same pitchers warming up in the Comets bullpen. Oh, 1 the count. Wroblewski's next pitch. That's called for a strike. 0-2. Swing and a miss on the curve that's outside for strike 3 for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the center fielder, Kevin Pillar.
Nope, outside.
As that's outside for Kevin Pollard. Walked in the second, ground out in the 4th. That's called for a strike. Ground ball over first. That will end the inning as Round Rock goes down quietly. Bottom of the 6th coming up. Round Rock leads 5-0.
Leading it off, the center fielder, David Pollard.
Walked his first time up. Walked in the first, flew out in the 3rd. And Pollar's got it, and there's one away in the 6th. It's been that kind of day, if you ask me, for Oklahoma City.
David Bodie.
First pitch is outside. 2 for 4 with a 2-run homer yesterday for David Bodie. Next pitch is called for a strike. Already down by 5, and Comets trying to avoid a second consecutive loss at home. And that's going to be fouled away. Also in danger of getting shut out for the second time in the last 3 games. Remember, they got shut out by Albuquerque 8-0 on Sunday. As that's fouled away. Parent Club Los Angeles Dodgers taking on the San Diego Padres tonight. As they continue that 4-game series, that's low for ball 2. Texas Rangers, the Round Rock's parent club, playing the Kansas City Royals, so that's fouled away. That's swinging on a strike. That's a full count. Iglesias on deck. Outside ball 4. Third walk today for the Express pitching staff. Now bringing up Jose Iglesias. Flew out and grounded out his last time up. That's outside ball 1. Just hasn't been the Comets' day today. That's fouled away. In real life, it's 6-0 Oklahoma City in the second. We're already in the 6th in this game. Despite we started on time with the real life game. The only catch is Round Rock's only scored 5 runs. They've only gotten 1 hit in the real life game, so that's strike 3 for the second out of the 6.
Now batting, first baseman, Ryan Ward.
Ryan Ward is up. Won the count. Next pitch. Popped up. Third baseman is under it. And the Comets go down in order again. I'm going to go make some lunch in a minute. So we'll take a break. We're heading to the 7th inning. Express leading 5-0. I'm going to go make some lunch, so I will be back. As always, you're listening to Comets Baseball, presented by Whataburger. I am back, y'all. Had to make lunch. Can't go to a job interview on an empty stomach, if you know what I mean. Yeah, it would suck that I would have to do this game without Sean, but if it's for reasons, I understand. But yeah. But don't worry, we'll have him on the game for tomorrow. As we begin the top of the seventh, 5-0 Round Rock. 5 runs, 7 hits, no errors for the Express. No runs, 3 hits, no errors for the Comets. Nick Ahmed, 1 for 2 with a walk and a home run today. Walked in the first, flew out in the second, homered in the fourth.
Nick Ahmed.
Annual is here at Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark. That's called for a strike. Producer and engineer, the YouTuber, back in our 1340 studios today. As that is ball 1. So that's called for a strike.
2 strikes. That's a ball.
Ball 2. Minutes update for Nick Ahmed, for the Comets.
Okay.
That's ball 3. Strike 3.
Now batting, the right fielder, Trevor Hauver.
Trevor Hauver is up. To look back at what he did earlier in the game. Or no, that was strike 3. We're now on Trevor Hauver.
Ball, that's inside.
Ball 1. I'm going to do my reaction to that in just a second. That's a ground ball over the first for the second out of the inning.
The batter, the second baseman, Justin Foscue.
Justin Foscue is up. I had to play that because of something I put in the president's chat. That's about the way for strike 1. Single in the first, ground out in the second, popped out in the fifth for Foscue. Popped up. That will end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go to E-Train. It's time to stretch and sing in Oklahoma. Comets down 5-0. Eek. Round Rock has not gotten a hit since the 4th.
Leading it off, the shortstop, Armando Alvarez.
Armando Alvarez leading off the bottom of the 7th. So that's called for a strike. Jesse Chavez and Matt Festa warming up in the Round Rock bullpen. So for a second consecutive game today, or second game in a row in this series, as that's a fly ball to center field. Ballard is under it. He'll make the catch for the first out of the 7th. So for a second consecutive game, a Round Rock pitcher will go 7 innings against the Comets. Don Rose popped down, grounded out in his 2 plate appearance. Away. Look at the pitch numbers for Plasmeyer. They're already at 73. pitches. This will be 74. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 away in the 7th.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Aaron Bracho.
Nope.
That's
Ball
called for a strike.
Ball.
Now low ball 2.
2-0. Inside ball 3.
Outside ball 3. James McCann on deck.
Hey!
That's called for a strike.
Ball 4.
Ball 4.
Now batting,
Another one for the pitcher staff.
McCann.
James McCann 1 for 2 with a double. And flew out his last time up back in the 5th.
Ball 1.
That's outside ball 1.
That's a ball.
That's low ball 2.
2-0.
The 2-1. Lasmeyer's next pitch. Right to the bat. Out of the way. Still get a new bat.
Count is 3-2.
Low ball 3. Three, 2. Out of the way. And that's fouled away. Around the Dodgers minor league system. Double-A Tulsa right now in real life trailing as here's a fly ball to right field. You can say hasta la vista. It is gone for a home run for James McCann. Welcome to Oklahoma City, my man. A 2-run homer. The Comets finally on the board. Now trail 5-2 here in the 7th. We'll get to Double-A Tulsa in just a minute. I was going to talk about their game in real life. That'll be it for Michael Plasmeyer. But he pitched well. You got to give him credit. And he's disappointed giving up the runs, but let's face it, he really pitched
Now
well.
pitching for round drive. Number 33,
Dean Dunning is a new pitcher.
Dunning.
First time he's pitching in this series. They'll look to keep it a 3-run lead for the E-Train as Chris Alleen's the first batter that will Dunning as that's down low for a strike.
0-1.
That's fouled away.
Nope.
Low ball one.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
Before that home run, I was just getting ready to talk about Double-A Tulsa. In real life, they're trailing 2-0 in the fifth against Midland.
Ball, that's out.
Outside ball two.
We got full count.
It's going to be two. IE Great Lakes playing tonight against Peoria at 7:05 Eastern, 6:05 local.
That's ball 4.
That's ball four.
Now
Another walk for
the
the
center fielder.
Express pitching staff. Now bring up Josue de Paula. Single A Rancho Cucamonga is currently in a scoreless tie with Lake Elsinore in the second. In the first, and the ball gets away, but Aleen's not going to advance. That was almost a pick attempt, almost gone wrong for Round Rock. Ground ball over the second for the force out one in the inning, but James McCann's 2 runs, 2 hits, and a runner left. We head to the 8th. The Comets still down 5-2.
Leading off for Round Rock, the third baseman, number 3, Caber Rodriguez.
Rodriguez is up. 1 for 2 today. That's called for a strike. Walked in the first, ground out in the third, singled in the fifth. So that strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
That's swinging and a strike 3. Rodriguez down, 1 away in the 8th.
Alan Trejo.
Double in the first, RBI doubles, RBIs in the first and the third, double and single, ground out in the fifth for Alan Trejo. So that is your update on your minor league scores. That's fouled away. Swinging him at strike 2.
That's ball 2.
2-2. Swinging him at strike 3, but the second out of the 8th.
Now batting, the first baseman, Josh Hatcher.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Ball 1. That's popped up. Ryan Ward is under it. He trained down in order. Bottom of the 8th coming up. 5-2 Round Rock over the Oklahoma City Comets.
Leading up, the third baseman,
David Bodie. 0 for 2 of the walk. Double play in the first, strike out in the fourth. Of course, he walked his last time up.
Nope, that's inside. 2 balls,
Now
no
low ball
strikes.
2. We will have our second MLB's game of the week.
Aye.
That's called first strike. And since we didn't get to have Senor Sean with us for today's game 2
Ball 3.
of our MLB 25 The Show doubleheader, but the first pitch won't be until like 7 o'clock. And there's a fly ball to left field. Going back, makes the catch at the wall in front of the intentional talk sign, and there's the first out of the 8th.
Iglesias.
It will be the Kansas City Royals and the St. Louis Cardinals. Sean will join me for that game, as here's a ground ball. The first for the second out. The reason we're doing our second MLB's Game of the Week this week is because I have my 2 wrestling events coming up this weekend for my WWE 2K25. I want to throw that reminder out. That's why our MLB's Game of the Week will be out later today. Swing in the match, strike 1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Since Sean wasn't able to join me for this game, but that's fine. But he'll be back tomorrow. Another 7:05. We have 7:05 first pitch. Swing in the mesh, strike 3. That won the 8th. Comets down in order. We go to the 9th. Round Rock still has a 5-2 lead.
Now pitching, Cody Thunderbird.
Cody Thunderbird. That's his games with Tacoma and OKC combined.
Leading off for Round Rock, the left fielder, Aaron Zavala.
Aaron Zavala is up. First pitch. Fouled away. Already in the top of the 9th. Yeah, it looks like I'm going to have to do this game on my own. But hey, Sean will join me for game 2 of the doubleheader. Oh, 2. Fouled away. That is a ground ball for the first by Ward, 1 away in the 9th.
The batter, number 92.
That would be Malcolm Moore. Flew out in the 2nd, the 4th, strike out in the 6th. 5-2 lead for the Comets here in the 9th. Unfortunately, Sean won't be able to join me for commentary, which is a shame, but hey. We'll still have him on, even though Round Rock and OKC won't face each other anymore, so that's ball 1. So, should be fun.
2-1.
as that is fouled away. Out of the way. This pitch is outside. Kevin Ballard on deck. That's ball 4. Just been that kind of day.
The center fielder, number 12, Kevin Pillar.
Ballard up. And that is punt, the second for 1. Throw to first in time for a double play in the top of the 9th. No runs, no hits, none left. As we head to the bottom of the 9th, Round Rock leads 5-2 here on the Comets baseball.
Now pitching for Round Rock, number 6.
Cole Wynn looking for save number 8.
Win. Leading off, the shortstop,
Armando Alvarez leading off the bottom of the 9th. First pitch for Wynn is low for ball 1. Next pitch. That's fouled away.
Ball 2.
That's ball 2.
Nope, that's inside.
John Rhodes on deck. Hopefully they'll give me a chance to do the lineups. That's called for a strike.
We got a full count.
We have a full count. Three, 2, the next pitch for Cole Wynn.
Ball 4. That's
4. So a leadoff walk. First walk he's allowed.
The right fielder,
John Rhodes is due up. Final stats here for Round Rocks. Plasmeyer went 6 2/3. 2 runs, 4 hits, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts. Dane Dunn in the inning in the 3rd, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. Retired all but 1 batter he faced, and Cole Wynn has had walks. So that is the 6th walk today for the Express pitching staff. Justin Robleski pitched 4 innings, 1 hit, 4 strikeouts. So while Sheehan has struggled, Robleski pitched very well. You've got to give him credit. Did get a lot of innings. Considering he only had like 5 in the third entering today. And that is a fly ball. That's the first out of the 9th.
Now that's the designated hitter, Aaron Bracho.
Now bring up Aaron Bracho. After this game is over, we'll bring you your Comets post-game report. First pitch for Cole Winn to Bracho. That's called for a strike. Unassisted ground out of the third. He's walked the last 2 times. As I was saying, we'll bring you your Comets post-game report, as here's a fly ball to right field. Right fielder's under it will make the catch for the second out. Comets down their final out. We'll recap the scoring. One last look around the Pacific Coast League, the International League, and the Dodgers organization. Present the play of the game and a preview tomorrow. As here's a fly ball to left field. That's going to go foul for the first out, or foul. Yeah. Double in the third, flew out in the 5th, 2-run homer in the 7th. Comets down their final out here in the 9th. Last chance for James McCann. Outside ball 1. One. This pitch. Out of the way, now the Comets down their final strike. Oh, the 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That will end the game. The Round Rock Express take the second game of the series. They even up the season series at 7 as the Comets just could not overcome, giving up 5 runs in the early stages, and they fall 5-2. Just like that. No runs, no hits, and a runner left. And the Round Rock Express have even up the season series and taken a 2-0 season series. In this series and in the regular season meetings, they're now even at 7 games apiece. So that tag out in the first didn't hurt them. It just hurt the Comets as they just couldn't get anything going. Start the post-game report now. As the Comets fall 5-2 here to the Round Rock Express in a game that Round Rock just completely just dominated Oklahoma City. No joke about that. So the final line, first for the victorious Round Rock Express, they had 5 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They had, 1, 2, 3, 4, they had 5 runners left on base. The Comets had 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors. They left 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, they left 7 runners on base. The winning pitcher was Michael Plasmeyer of the Express, 6 2/3 of an inning. 2 runs, 4 hits, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts. He improves to 10-2. Cole Winn only walked 1 batter he faced, but retired all but one, as I mentioned, to pick up the save, his 8th on the year. Difficult day for Emmett Sheehan. He takes the loss. 4 innings, 5 runs, 6 hits, 3 walks, 1 strikeout as a result of the game. The game went really by here in Oklahoma City. We'll get to the records in just a minute. Recapping the scoring, Round Rock got on the board after Nick Ahmed walked. Trevor Halver flew out to center. Justin Foscue got a single. It was and Rodriguez walked. Alan Trejo hit an RBI, which scored both Justin Foscue and Nick Ahmed, but Rodriguez tagged while trying to come to the plate, but Round Rock led to nothing after the first inning. Comets went down in order. Zavala doubled. Moore flew out. Pillard walked. Ahmed flew out to the Pola. Trevor Halver scored. That made it 3-0. Made it 4-0 Round Rock in the second inning. And Justin Foscue grounded out to Jose Iglesias to end the second. It stayed that way until the 4th inning, where Nick Ahmed blasted a home run to left field, and it was already 5-0 E-Train just like that. Comets never had any answers in the first 6 innings of this game. Never had one answer. Round Rock left some runners on base, just tried to get some chances, but just couldn't get the chances as far as that's concerned. And then in the bottom of the 7th, James McCann hit a 2-run homer, which is, by the way, the Comets play of the game, presented by Heartland Flyers, celebrating 20-plus years of service in Oklahoma. But Round Rock just retired the Comets all the way and earned a 5-2 victory here at Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark. We're going to take a little bit of a break. When we come back, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go put up my plates. We'll take you through the out-of-town scoreboards, see what happened with the Dodgers, as well as the rest of the Pacific Coast League and International League, and a preview of tomorrow. You're listening to the Whataburger postgame report for the Round Rock Express and OKC Comets Radio Network. Comets fall by a final score of 5-2, as we are on the final segment of the Whataburger post-game report. Tomorrow's game will be brought to you by Heartland Flyer. Courtyard by Marriott will be the play of the game. And our series broadcast will be presented by Whataburger. We'll talk about the pitching matchups tomorrow. Let's go ahead and take you through the rest of the international and the PCL. Louisville beat Wilkes-Barre Scranton 6-3. Winning pitcher was Wade Miley. He goes to 7-3. Josh Starmount, his 19th save. Lost to Will Warren. He's 3-5. Dominic Smith, Antonio Gomez, and Brendan Davis had RBIs for the Rail Riders. Novelli Marte and Austin Hendrick had solo shots for the Bats. Former Dodger Gavin Lux had an RBI. Christian Encarnacion and Blake Dunn also had RBIs for Louisville in the contest. Memphis beat Norfolk 3-2. First, Roy Croft got the win in burst of 3-2. Ryan Lutos' second save. The loss went to Andrew Kitteridge. He is 4-5. Roman Urias had an RBI for the tie. T.T. Bowens had a solo shot for Norfolk in the contest. Yoel Ponzo had a 2-run homer for the Redbirds, and Chris Rotundo also homered for Memphis in the contest. We'll deal with the PCL scoreboard in just a minute. Jacksonville shut out Syracuse 1-0. Winning pitcher was Patrick Monteverde. He's 3-3. Xavier Curry's 18th save. Griffin Canning, the loss, he falls to 5-4. Only run scored was a Matt Mervis home run for the Jumbo Shrimp of Jacksonville. Lehigh Valley beat Rochester 4-2. Winning pitcher for the Iron Pigs was Joe Punell. He's 3-3. The loss went to Eduardo Salazar. He's 4-6. Brady House had 2 RBIs with a double for the Red Wings. No home runs for Rochester. Home run for Cal Stevenson and Buddy Kennedy, which were 2-run shots for the Iron Pigs in the contest. Worcester shut out Buffalo 1-0. Winning pitcher was Walker Buehler, the former Dodger. He's 4-1. Adam Ottavino's 17th save. The loss to Adam Macko, he's 4-4. Only run scored for the Red Sox was a Philip Sykes solo shot in the 5th inning. Gwinnett beat Charlotte 9-3. Winning pitcher was A.J. Smith-Sawyer. He's 4-4. The loss goes to Nola Schultz. He's 3-3. There was no save. Brian De La Cruz had a 2-run homer for the Stripers. Chadwick Trump, Christian Cairo, and Charles LeBlanc also had RBIs for the Stripers of Gwinnett. Tristan Gray had a 2-run homer for the Knights, and Eduardo Cuero had the only RBI in the game for the Charlotte Knights in the contest. Iowa beat Columbus Clippers 3-2. Winning pitcher for the I-Cubs was Keegan Thompson. He's 4-4. Trevor Richards' 5th blown save. Phil Bickford's 26th save. The loss goes to Riley Pint. He's 1-5. Christian Franklin, Moses Ballestero had RBIs for the I-Cubs. There were no home runs for Iowa. No home runs in the game for the Clippers. Travis Bonanza and Gabriel Arias had the RBIs for Columbus in the contest. Indianapolis beat Nashville 8-4. Winning pitcher was Bubba Chandler. He's 7-5. Ryan Borucki's 14th save. The loss goes to Robert Gazzer. He's 3-6. RBIs for Sung Chae Chang, Sammy Sinali, Giovanni B., Matt Gorski, and Jace Bowen, who had the RBIs for Indianapolis. No home runs for them. Only home run in the game was Jake Bowers' 2-run homer for the Sounds, Mark Canna, and Manuel Margon. RBIs for those two for the Sounds in the loss. Omaha beat Durham 3-1. Winning pitcher for the Storm Chasers was Taylor Clark. He's 2-1. James MacArthur's 20th save on the season. The loss to Dylan Lesko. He's 5-3. Cameron Misner had the only RBI for the Bulls in the contest. Only home run was Jordan Broson's 3-run blast for the Storm Chasers of Omaha in the 7th inning. St. Paul beat Toledo 3-2. Winning pitcher was Armazo Ramirez, his first win. He's 1-0. The loss went to Brendan Hannafy. He's 1-2. Tomas Nido had an sack RBI for the Mud Hens. Daniel Cabrera had an RBI for Toledo. No home runs in that game. Same with the Saints. No home runs in that contest. Kalai Rosario, Ty France, and Luke Kesikal had the other RBI for the Saints in the contest. Now to your PCL scoreboard. Sugarland shut out Las Vegas 3-0. Winning pitcher for the Space Cowboys was Hayden Wineski. Miguel Castro, 17th save. The loss for the Overtures was Ryan Cusick. He's 3-8. Only run scored for the Space Cowboys was Brendan Rodgers' RBI, Bryce Matthews' RBI, and Quincy Hamilton's only home run in the game for Sugarland in the contest. Salt Lake beat Sacramento 3-2 at the ballpark at America First Square. Winning pitcher was Victor Gonzalez. He's 3-0. The loss goes to Landon Roop. He's 2-2. Yaro Pomares had a 2-run homer for the River Cats in the contest. Tucker Flint had a solo shot for the Bees. Caleb Ketchup and Anthony Morine also had RBIs for Salt Lake in the contest. Tacoma beat Albuquerque 5-4, so that's good news for the Comets, is that they won't lose any more ground. Winning pitcher for the Rainiers was Carlos Vargas. He's 5-4. Josh Fleming's 5th save. The loss goes to Jimmy Hergert, his first loss. He's 0-1. As you saw, Seth Halverson, who lost again for the Rockies yesterday. Adael Amador had a solo shot for the Isotopes. Yanquel Fernandez, Nick Martini, and Greg Jones also had the RBIs for Albuquerque in the contest, as I hit the wrong button. No home runs at Cheney Stadium. Samant Taylor, Austin Shenton, and Mitch Haniger had the RBIs for the Rainiers in the contest. El Paso shut out Reno 1-0. They held Reno to 7 hits. Sean Reynolds got the win, improves to 1-0. His first win, Wandy Peralta's 7th save. The loss to Yumin Lin. He's 2-7. He's really been on a struggle. Only run scored in the contest was an RBI double by Clay Dunyan for the Chihuahuas in the contest. Around the Dodgers organization, Los Angeles Dodgers falls at home to the San Diego Padres 6-4. Robert Suarez got the win, improves to 5-2. Kirby Yates took his first loss. He's 1-1. Jackson Morrell had a solo shot for the Padres. Manny Machado had 2 RBIs. Elise Diaz, Jake Cronenworth also had RBIs for San Diego. Joe Musgrove, 4 runs, 6 hits, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts, figured a no decision. Jason Adam, who got the win in the Rockies game yesterday, picked up his 17th save. Jeremiah Estrada got his 9th hold on the season. James Outman had a solo shot for the Dodgers. Shohei Ohtani had 3 RBIs on the day and 2 doubles on the contest. As rookie Sasaki, 6 innings, 40 runs, 2 earned on 4 hits, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts, figured a no decision. Kirby Yates, who took the loss, pitched no innings, 3 runs, 2 hits, 2 walks, no strikeouts. As the Padres and Dodgers will wrap up their series tomorrow night. Shohei Ohtani for the Dodgers, Yu Darvish for the Padres. Dodgers trying to go for a series split at Dodger Stadium before they host the Washington Nationals, before they start a big road trip coming up next week on Tuesday in Colorado. Around the Dodgers minor league system, AA Tulsa, for the 2nd game in a row, shut out Midland 3-0 at home. Jackson Ferris got the win, improves to 2-3. James Gonzalez, the loss, he's 1-1, his first loss. As 2 runs, 3 hits, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts for James Gonzalez. Pitched well, but really took the loss in the contest. Jose Hernandez, his 23rd save. Only runs scored for the Drillers. Taylor Young's RBI double for the Drillers, and Joe Hudson's 2-run homer for Tulsa in the contest. Tulsa will continue their series against Midland tomorrow. Madex Burns will pitch for the Drillers. Matt Crook for Midland here in the contest before Tulsa faces Frisco tomorrow. Well, speaking of tomorrow, we have a pitching match tomorrow night at 7:05 Central as Round Rock looking to take the first 3 games of the series. And you look at the standings, that number is slowly evaporating really quickly for the Comets, which is not a good sign. So let's see if the Comets can try to avoid a 3rd consecutive home loss. The last time they've had 3 consecutive... I do not remember. They almost had 3 consecutive home losses. That was back in the Tacoma series back in April where they snapped a 2-game losing streak. We'll see if they'll try to avoid a 3rd consecutive home loss tomorrow night. 7:05 first pitch. Bobby Miller will get the start for the Comets. He is coming off a loss in Albuquerque last Friday. 2-3 record, a 3.40 earned average. Caleb Bushley will get the start for the Express. He is 0-2 with a 9.00 earned run average. And if I recall correctly, I'll have to go back and see if I need to go to the Texas Rangers. Let's see, Round Rock has now won. Yeah, Round Rock split the series with the they've actually split the last 2 series, so we'll see what happens tomorrow night. 7:05 first pitch, gates open at 6 o'clock. Tickets are available. Call 405-218-2150 or order your tickets at OKCComets.com. Sean will join me for the broadcast, hopefully, pending on his schedule and all that. If you can't make it to the game, our live coverage will begin at 6:50 with Comets on deck here on 1340 The Game, 1340thegame.com, or anywhere on your mobile device with the free iHeartRadio app. You can also listen on the Bally Sports Live and the MLB TV here in Oklahoma City. Round Rock are winners today, 5-2 over the Oklahoma City Comets. 5 runs, 7 hits, no errors for the E-Train. 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors for OKC. Winning pitcher was Michael Plasmeyer. He's 10-2. Cole wins 8th save on the year. The loss goes to Emmett Sheehan. He is 2-5. With the win, Round Rock gets to win number 40. They're at 40-31 as they have been rolling in this awesome month of June. It has been a struggle for the Comets who fall to 43-28. Comets have now lost 5 of their last 7, including back-to-back for the 2nd time at home. For Sean Art and our producer and engineer, the YouTuber, back in our 1340 studios, I'm Dean Duvall saying good afternoon and good night from Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark. Thanks as always for joining us. We appreciate your listenership and your support and hope you'll join us again tomorrow. You've been listening to OKC Comets Baseball presented by Heartland Flyer.